everybody has their preferences growing up. Like they could watch animes or cartoons or maybe those reality shows with like your parents. But I grew up watching Cartoon Network. So today I'm going to rank Cartoon Network cartoons. I might not know some of these because I stopped watching cartoons in like 2016. But but we're gonna get this started with. All right, Adventure Time. I think it goes to say as an easy S tier. Hold up, it's an easy S tier for me. If I've never actually, it's S tier. Okay, that's how we do it. We're gonna skip that. Ben 10. If that's the original series, that's about an A tier for me. I really loved Ben 10 growing up, but that's not the one I really liked. Um, but this one might be. This one, easy S tier for me. I've grew up with that Ben 10. Um, Omniverse. Oof. What can I remember about Omniverse? Also, we're gonna skip that one from now. This is probably the Ben 10 remake, right? So if that's the remake, C tier. Ultimate Alien. Easy S tier because it's that same version of Ben that I like. Camp Lazlo. Since I don't know so far, I'm going to skip. Chowder. See, I've watched Chowder growing up, and I really like Chowder sometimes, but I don't quite remember a lot of it. So we're gonna put that. I'm gonna put it A tier because the memes. I like Chowder going. Okay, Clarence. I know it's bad, but Clarence was funny to me because I was stupid. But for the sake of looking back, I would say it's it's around B tier. Ugh. Class 3000 never fucking watched. Kids Next Door. Okay, that's A tier or S tier. Courage S tier. I've I had so many like nightmares from Courage. Oh my god, I love Courage for a fucking. Oh my god, I rewatched it recently. Cow and Chicken. Never watched. Craig of the Creek never watched. Dexter's. Ooh. I remember Dexter's mom. Absolute baddie. But that's. Oof. It's nostalgic, that's for sure. But that's A tier for me. Ed Ed and Eddie S tier, easily. So that's a never watched. Foster's. I've watched some of this. I remember the blue guy. Um, but for me, that's just I say like B tier. Generator Rex. I barely remember, but C tier just because I have no recollection of it. I just know he had those crazy fucking arms that he could shoot out. So let's see. Grim and Evil. It's not the Grim Adventures, so that's Puff Amiyumi. Puffy Amiyumi? Johnny Bravo, easy S tier for me.
Hey, check it out. I'm a big dumb fat waiter.
Okay, okay, KO. Oof. That might be like the tail end of me watching cartoons. Um, that's tail end for me, yeah. Um, for me, I'm just gonna say never watched because that was the very tail end of my span of watching cartoons. So now Powerpuff Girls. Ooh, I barely watched them, but I remember loving the episodes. So I'm just gonna go with an A tier. Regular show, easy S tier. That will always be my favorite show on Cartoon Network. Is regular show because it felt like, as a kid, it felt like something that Adult Swim would have picked up, and so I love it.
Like, that'll never happen. And then we'll get all cool and you'll be all like, whoa. And then we'll be all like, in your face. And then I'll be all like,
Never watched Samurai Jack. Samurai Jack is one of those cool ass ones. Like you really need to watch it if you've never watched it because it is such a good one. I say just watch it. Clone Wars. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so that's S for me. Steven Universe. Future. Okay, so I'm guessing that's just some random one. I've never watched that one. Steven Universe. Okay, I might divide some people on this one. I think it really fell off for me because it was easy B tier for me before, but it became like a D tier for me because I just started not caring. Never heard of that. Never heard of that one. Teen Titans Go. There's some good moments in it. Like there's a clip where fucking Robin would break someone's fucking leg, and that was fucking funny. I think it was Kid Flash's leg. I fucking loved that, but for me, it's not as good as the original, but it's a good like B tier for me. Teen Titans, the original, easy S tier. That was so edgy, I loved it. Gumball, ooh. Gumball is easily A or S tier for me. My f- my best friend just loves it completely. Grim Adventures, A tier, easily. Annoying Orange, fucking F tier. That's fucking F tier. You you can't sit there and say you loved it. That shit was F tier. F tier. If you say you liked it, you were obviously fucking lying or you were brainwashed. So we're gonna say that's I've never watched that one. Flapjack, oh my god. This show is creepy as fuck. Like there would just be close-ups in this show, but damn is it good. That's an A tier. Powerpuff Girls, is this like the newer one? Because if it's the newer one, then I've never watched the newer one. But if it's like the show, I'm just gonna say because it's a remake, that's gonna be C. What the fuck? Problem Solvers. Never fucking watched that. Secret Saturdays, never watched it. Tig No Seek, never watched it. Time Squad, never watched it. There's a lot of just never watched. Okay, I grew up on this Transformers. That's B tier. Uncle Grandpa, easy A tier. My favorite character was Pizza Steve. Victor and Valentino, never watched it. We Baby Bears. Hell no, never watched that. We Bear Bears. I've watched this one. I know there was the polar bear, and he just kept saying his name was Ice Bear, and that would really piss me off because I was like, "You're a fucking polar bear," but I didn't have no opinion on the show. It was like B tier. Uh, what the hell is this? And never watched. Phantom Omniverse. Just because if it's the one I'm thinking of, I'm gonna say C tier. I had the Omnitrix growing up. I fucking loved that shit. Camp Laszlo, just never watched. And here we go. This is the final list. This is the final list. If you don't like it, fight me. I haven't watched like 52% of these. This must have been so fucking long after I've gotten off of. Either this is before I watched cartoons or just after I stopped watching cartoons. Because I've never in my fucking life heard of something like what, like fucking Mixels. What the fuck is that? Or fucking Subbionic Titan or Symbiotic Titan? Like what the hell is that? And then some of these I can tell are just like sequel ones, like Wee Baby Bears. Like no, I'm just not. But yeah, most of the you can tell I grew up on these. We're just gonna leave Annoying Orange out of this because I'm just not a fan of it. But these are the ones I've grew up on. Like I loved all these. Well, that concludes my tier list of Cartoon Network shows that I find are my favorites. Obviously there's gonna be different opinions. But feel free to share your opinion. Um, but the only thing is, if you say Annoying Orange was a good show, no. If you say fucking regular show was ass, you're gone, out, out, out. But anyways, um, glad you guys watched. If you've watched, and hopefully I'll see you again. See ya.